Hey, what's happening, my fellow humans? Thanks for swinging on in for another video. Today, I've got something a little bit different than my previous video. It's still a figure review, but we're taking a little breather on the Marvel Legends. Don't worry, they'll be back. But today, I stopped by my friendly neighborhood, Disc Replay Davenport, and had a little bit of store credit to burn. So I found a couple of Star Wars Black Series figures. So I figured, better late than never. Might as well collect a couple of them. There's been quite a few that have really interested me over time, such as that one Darth Vader that he's got the lightning going through his head and you can see the skull in there. I haven't picked up that one. In fact, I've never had any Star Wars Black Series figures before, so this is brand new to me. Very excited. I've got some old school Star Wars figures back from the 90s when I was a kid that I could talk about at some point, but as far as the Black Series, I'm brand new to it. Definitely been interested about it, but haven't pulled the trigger till today. So I did pick up two. I'll divvy this into two videos, so try and keep it a little bit short. But without further ado, let's take a look and see what we've got. I did pick up Han Solo, Bespin, and Rey from I don't know which. I think this is from either Last Jedi or Force Awakens, but it doesn't really matter. She's in her island journey gear. So I've been kind of eyeballing a Rey figure for some time. I'm going to start with this one as far as the review goes. There's been a bunch of other Rey figures in the Black Series, and the facial sculpt was okay, but this one, as you can see, is really, really spot on. I kind of like her outfit a little bit in the Force Awakens one, but we'll see what it looks like underneath this cloak. I think it's going to be a great figure. I would love to have the Hot Toys Rey one day, but I don't know. I don't know if that day will come. But I think a size, a figure this size with a facial sculpt this good with the photoreal tech on the face is fantastic. And for $15, that's what we had it marked down at Disc Replay Davenport for. Before discount and everything, I couldn't pass it up, especially since I had the store credit and it was free. The other one, which I'll do a different video for, was the Han Solo, which I didn't even really know he was a thing up until recently. I really don't follow the Black Series too closely, but now I probably will. When I was over at the mall today, I also saw a Grand Moff Tarkin figure. Whew, the facial sculpt on that is fantastic. I wouldn't mind adding him my collection someday too, as well as that old Ben Kenobi where he's kind of in that ghost form and part of them is translucent blue. Whew. So those three that I mentioned, those other three maybe we'll be seeing in the near future too. But without further ado, let's crack open Rey. We're gonna move you down over here for the time being, and we'll be grabbing the old mutt knife to unbox her. Let's see here, got a little bit of tape over here. Really do appreciate you guys taking the time from your day to watch me unbox these toys. It does mean a lot to me. Whoops. So there she is, right out of the package. I always forget to really talk about the packaging on the outside, but these Black Series are pretty simple. Just got a picture of Rey on the side and the same picture on the back. The packagings are not very interesting in my opinion. I also noticed some other figures in the Black Series today that were not really in the traditional black box. They kind of went back to the cardboard backing, a little bit more simple, less box-like design. So I don't know if they're trying to skimp on us or what. But anywho, here's Rey. Let's go ahead and pop these accessories out first. Here's her staff that she used more in Force Awakens. We've also got her blaster that Han gave her, I'm pretty sure. Also got her saber. Woo. There's that. And we'll just get her out for the time being. Already noticing some possible scuffage on her, so that's a bit of a bummer, but we'll just set her down for right now. Alright, sorry if this angle isn't the greatest. I'm just trying to figure out some different stuff here. But as far as our first accessory goes, here's her staff. Not looking too shabby. A little bit of paint, extra paint here, a little bit of, I don't know, some imperfections here and there. But it's not too terrible. The strap is a little bit flexible. Probably won't be using this too much in any of my poses. Probably going to use that lightsaber, but here's the blaster as well. Not looking too shabby. Silver paint, a little bit of black mixed in there. So pretty good. She does have a holster, which we'll show off here in a second. And here's her lightsaber. Oh, I may have bent it a little bit in the packaging, taking it out of the packaging, but still looking pretty good. It's got that translucent blue that you see so many times in any other lightsaber. A little bit of silver on there as well, some black and other metallic accents. So pretty good. Not a bad little lightsaber. Kind of wish it was a little bit sturdier. I'll probably have to take the old hair dryer to it and see if I can get that a little bit straighter. But as far as Rey goes, there she is. Looking pretty good. Yeah, that facial sculpt is really what sold me. I wonder if I can zoom in a little bit here on that. Oops. Sorry again about the angle. But yeah, there she is. Looking pretty good. Zoom out a little bit, or a lot. But she's got this soft goods cape. Her hood can go up. Just kidding, it can't. It is stitched on the back there, keeping that in place, which doesn't bother me at all. I don't think she had the hood up at all in the movies. But we can also take it off completely if we want, maybe. Let's see how difficult that is. Not too difficult at all. So we got that off, and that's a good look, I think. Her jaw looks a little jutted out and kind of a little bit, but you can probably adjust that fairly easily. I think this is the outfit that she wore in Last Jedi, as opposed to Force Awakens, because I think the sleeves were a little bit different, but that's okay. I still like it. Yeah, the paint apps are looking good. There might be a little bit of paint missing on her face. I'm not sure. Her eyebrows look a little thin, but that just might be the design. The ponytails look awesome. You got a little bit of something right there. Oh, it was just dust, I guess. That's cool. But yeah, everything looks pretty much perfect as far as I can tell. Except for when we get down here to her leg. I don't know. It's got, oh, it's just some extra brown paint, but seems to be flaking off. Yep. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I'll have to mess around with that a little bit later. But, yeah, it's got kind of a semi-flexible, yeah, it's a pretty flexible little jacket that she's got on there. Oh, you know what? You might even be able to take that off too. I don't know. I say that, and then I'm not really sure. I wonder if her head pops off. I'm not feeling too good about that. Really don't want to break her. But I feel like if I really wanted to, we could probably take that jacket off. I don't know if that's going to give us a more Force Awakens look, but whatever. I'm not too worried about it. As far as the articulation goes, head can move a little bit, not too much. You would think with a joint like that she could look down more, but maybe it's the collar that's giving us some hindrance. As far as the arms go, we've got, you know, the shoulder can go up full 360 degrees. It can go out like that. We've got a 90-degree angle on her elbow joint. Wrist rotation, all that. So not too bad. There is a bit of an ab crunch hidden in her soft kind of plasticky outfit. So she can kind of go back, a little bit of gappage right there, because it is two separate pieces now that I look at that. So she can bend forward quite a bit, bend back not much at all. Her legs can go up all the way, really good. And they can go back about that much. And as far as her knees, she's got the double jointed knees, which is awesome. She's very, very, you can get her in a lot of dynamic poses with that, which comes in handy. You do have a little bit of calf rotation, but that is hindered by the holster. You have no hindrance on the left leg, so that's good. And there's no ankle swivel. You do have the ankle rocker right there. And then we do have ankle pivot. Sick, which is also really good for a figure like that. Aw, awesome sauce, I think. It's kind of a, whoa, that's weird. I don't know if that's how ankle pivot usually works. It's more of a, dang, that is nasty. But you can kind of fudge it a little bit if you wanted to have her feet out like that. So, pretty cool, pretty good articulation. Would have liked to see a little bit more going on in the neck. I wonder if it's just being a little stiff right there. Oh, yeah, I think that's probably the case. You can kind of work it a little bit more. I don't know. But she's probably going to be standing in a fairly vanilla pose. Not too worried. Of course, she's got her little thing there again. So, yeah, that's Ray for you. Looking pretty good. Her hands are very similar. Actually, they are identical now that I look at it. They're both kind of made for holding things, so you can hold any three of her accessories without any problem. And you can put her blaster in her holster. Works perfectly. Yeah, not looking bad. Let's see if she can stand properly by herself. She does have peg holes on the bottoms. I don't know if Black Series really has their own dedicated stands, probably. But yeah, she's not cooperating right now, but you could probably, I wonder if you could have her hold the lightsaber with both hands. Oh, you definitely can. That's going to work out really easily. Obviously, you can do that with the staff too. So, yeah, sorry, the video was still a little bit longer than I was shooting for, but I do appreciate, once again, you taking the time to watch the video, and I'll see you in the next one.